Sip Paratyama, Sip Bliko, Sip Ru, Tanu, Sip Rekha, Sip Buddh, Sip Atmatray, Sip Karan, Sip Krishna, Sip Ansul, Sip Chandra, Sip Sagai, Sip Bliss, Sip Chotwani, Sip Shair, Rajesh, Sip Tina, Sip Eru. Welcome to the call. Interesting subject of discussion. May become a book this year. Administrator is sharing a very interesting topic for all you masters to speak. What are the stages of spiritual awakening? I promised you that every Zoom call has to be a call of meaning, of purpose, of inspiration. So today's call, I'm asking you, what are the stages of spiritual awakening? Who would like to go? Who will share? Bliss. Yes, Bliss.
Hi, Shvam dear.
Shiva and Bliss, tell us, what are the stages of spiritual awakening?
The stages were probably the Pirlu, purification, realization, liberation, unification.
Good. But are those the stages of spiritual awakening? That is the 5 steps towards unification. The PIRLU is a 5-step towards unification. Today we are talking about spiritual awakening. So can you tell me what are the stages?
I'm not sure.
What do you think?
Thinking about it.
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Any idea? Some idea? Come on, everybody try. Don't think, oh, I am not sure how I don't want to give the right answer. No, don't be worried.
The first step is probably the questioning itself with what mean the meaning of the life.
Good. Questioning,
why
right?
What?
You said questioning, correct?
Yes.
Good. Good
questioning itself and thinking about why we are here.
My dear Bliss.
What is my mission?
My dear French Canadian, the question I'm asking you, why are people not questioning? Rekha, so you think it's not going to be so easy today? Today is a very, let me tell you, today those who speak, it will show you how much you are advanced on this journey. So speak, please speak. Okay? It was Rekha. Bolo Rekha. Shivoham, bolo.
It's like we realized the samsara is a myth, that all rituals, we realize that we have to drop rituals. All this is a myth. And then we realize.
Do you understand the question? What are the stages of spiritual awakening? Like the stages of unification is Pirlo. Purification, illumination, realization, liberation, unification. That is the process of unification. Or for that matter, when a caterpillar has to become a butterfly, the metamorphosis, the caterpillar becomes a larva, a pupae, and then it becomes a butterfly.
I think meeting is the first step.
Okay.
Tattvamasi is the first step.
Okay.
And then it is like we go on a quest. We realize what is life. Like we question ourselves.
Wait.
Yes,
Rekha, please ask yourself the question. Even Bliss, please ask yourself a question. What are the stages to the awakening? The awakening and beyond. We are not talking about unification. We are just talking about awakening. What is the ultimate awakening? Ashok Chotwani. Ashok Chotwani, Krishna, Atmatray, Shair. Yes.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, Ashok.
Sir, there are 3 stages of spiritual awakening.
Yes.
First one is achievement.
Okay.
Second one is fulfillment.
Yes.
And third one is enlightenment.
These are the three peaks of happiness. This has nothing to do with spiritual awakening. Ashok, try, like they say, this is a wrong number. You have to try again. Krishna,
Yeah.
you know the meaning of, I'll give you a clue. Before Krishna speaks, I'll give you a clue. You know what is an awakened person called? Krishna, do you know what is an awakened person? Who is that person called? An enlightened person?
No.
शायर पता है? शायर को पता है? शायर राजेश बताओ. Enlightened person, awakened person को क्या बोलते हैं शायर?
God.
No.
जीवन मुक्ता.
शायर क्या बोला आपने?
Even more.
जीवन मुक्ता हमारा लैंग्वेज है, लेकिन लास्ट 2000 साल से क्या लैंग्वेज है? जो अवेकेंड है, जो एनलाइटेंड, रेखा परवानी.
Saint. A saint. Guru.
रेखा परवानी.
ज्ञानी.
बुद्ध, करेक्ट आंसर. रेखा पर बुद्ध. I tell our Dasi Budrani, you are Buddh. Dasi, you are Buddh. Dasi said, I'm not yet Buddh, not yet. No, Dasi, you are Buddh. Then Dasi will still read some more books and some more scriptures, and he will think he is not yet Buddh. So Krishna, your time. Krishna, your time to speak.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting you.
So I think what I meant by this question, or I understood by this question, was how the spiritual journey was embarked and where I have reached till now.
Okay. For how
Okay.
how does the person, why does the
Yes.
person embark
Yes,
on a
once I
spiritual journey?
realized this is a path, or once I, how I went into this path, I don't know. But once I started, it was like the caterpillar. I was gathering from various different sources. I was eating, but I was not happy. I met many saints, many gurus. I thought he must be my guru. I used to go only to scholars. I used to go to people who knew well, who had read the scriptures well. But the magic is now I am before a lady, very old lady who doesn't understand a word of English, and an illiterate lady, and I don't know, my every ego is zero in her presence, and that is magic. It is, I can't explain that. And even if a word like but comes, she'll ask me, what is the meaning of that? I say, Karke, and she has not read. When you said that you don't know Sanskrit, I was thinking she also has not read the Bhagavad Gita, but she makes me read the Bhagavad Gita. I don't know what's the magic. So
No,
that
that's
is
okay.
the start of my, so
No, but
understood.
Krishna, that's fine. What are the stages of
Yeah,
spiritual
so I think
awakening?
the first was dropping of my ego before such a big master. I dropped my ego and I thought, I'm a zero, like now I have to start. And then I went into a process of she used to give me save. I don't know, it was like whatever she says, I started doing. And so the mind, which was on various things, I started turning inwards. First was dropping of my ego. Second was
so then
inside.
you give chance to some of the people who have been here for so many calls. Girish, Sudeep, Chidanand also on the call. You have been on the call, Bliko. You have been on so many calls. You all should be able, Ashok Nichani, you all should be able to give a clear picture what is the stages of spiritual awakening. And I told you one of the positions I given you one in between stage. It's called Buddha, but it's not the ultimate. Buddha is not the end. That also I'm telling you. So Atmatray and Shair. Atmatray.
Shivam, sir.
Sure.
As per my understanding, magic is the way of the steps
Excellent. So what's the first step? Atmatray, what is the first step?
Mumukshutva is the...
At least Atmatray has got the first step correct. The first stage, a person, bliss, you told, asking questions, right? Bliss. Why will somebody ask questions? You will ask questions only if there is a yearning. If there is no yearning, then you will not ask question. You agree with me? You have to first have the yearning. the yearning for the divine, the yearning for liberation. So Atmatraya, the first step you got correct, mumukshutva. What is the
Okay.
second step, Atmatraya?
Ask questions.
What is that called?
Inquiry.
Correct. Who is such a person called?
I don't know, sir.
Such a person is called a jigyasu.
Okay.
A jigyasu is one who is seeking, is asking questions.
Yeah.
So in the stages of spiritual awakening, Atmatraya, you got 2 points correct. First point is mumukshu,
Okay.
and then jigyasu. Now let me find out what's the next step. Who will go? You want to try, Atmatraya? What's the next step?
No, I would know only about magic, GG, 4Gs.
But Atmatraya, magic is a formula for enlightenment.
Okay.
But that enlightenment is not fully spiritual awakening. The spiritual awakening, we are talking about complete metamorphosis. I have a wrong word. We should call it the 8 stages of a spiritual metamorphosis. We will change this, I'm changing the question, I'm sorry. But the several stages, so how many stages, I don't know. The stages to a spiritual metamorphosis. The first stage for spiritual metamorphosis is mumukshu. Second is jigyasu. Mumukshu is one who is yearning. Then he starts seeking. What is the third step? Shair.
The third step should be monk, I think. Mastery of mind only in yoga, with no desire and no karma. जग की सेवा खोज अपनी और प्रीति सबसे कीजिए.
You have jumped one. You have jumped to stage number 4.
I'm not the body. I'm not.
At stage number 4, you said you become a yogi. So you've already jumped to stage number 4. But stage number 3 is missing. Okay. When you are a mumukshu, then you become a jigyasu. And before you become a yogi, what do you become? Which Chidanand is, but Chidanand may not know the answer. Chidanand is, but Chidanand may not know the answer. Bliko is, but Bliko may not know the answer. Girish is, but Girish may not know. Even Ruth Anu nowadays is, I don't know if she knows the answer. Let me ask these Gyanis. Chidanand, you know, third step which he has missed? Shair has jumped. शायर को शायरी बोलना है तो बोल, बाद में बोलना, लेकिन थर्ड स्टेप क्या है? चिदानंद.
Shivam Guru, search is a basic sadhaka or a disciple.
That's already jigyasu.
Yes.
What happened? Don't be very clear. First step, you have to be mumukshu. There must be a yearning for liberation, yearning for God, yearning for spirituality. Ho gaya. When there is a jigyasu, you become when there's a mumukshu, you become a jigyasu.
Yes.
You go to a guru, you want to get to that spiritual metamorphosis. Then what happens? What happens to you? What do you become?
The bhakti comes in, you become a bhakta.
Bhakta comes under the next step. That becomes a yogi. A yogi has bhakti yoga, karma yoga. Fourth step. Before you get to that step, what do you reach?
Sense of surrender comes in.
No, that's all much later. What are you? Bliko? Bolo? Step 3, anybody? Bliko. Yes, Bliko is unmuted. Bliko, speak.
Yeah, Shivo. Yeah,
Shivo.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so after that, the third stage is Gyata. You become knowledgeable.
Perfect answer. It's called Jnani. It's called you become a Jnani. So Chidanand, see how Sip speaks to the group. Now this is just today's Pakwan. This is Sip has given today. So step number 1, mumukshu. Step number 2, jigyasu. Step number 3, gyani. Step number 4, yogi. What is going to be stage number 5? Rajendra.
He will be detached from all worldly things. Detached.
Yeah, but what's that stage called?
Detachment with attachment, detached attachment. He'll be working without attachment.
What is that stage called?
Jnani, yogi, jnani, karma yogi.
One is mumukshu, jigyasu, gyani, yogi. Vivek? Bolo? Vivek, bolo? Girish, Sudeep?
हेलो
हाँ बोलो
हाँ शिवम जी मैं बोल रहा हूँ वो वैरागी होता है वैरागी
कहाँ वैरागी वो सब पहले हो जाता है वैरागी अभी क्या होता है अभी मतलब after you have the mumukshu, the deep yearning, and the jigyasu, the deep seeking, and the jnani, you become completely knowledge. All the jnana. Gliko said gyata. Gliko said na gyata jnani is the same thing or kuch alag hai Gliko? Same hai na? Is it different or same? Same. So you become a jnani. After a jnani, Shair already said 4th point, you become a yogi. योगी जो योग में सदा ही रहे प्रभु के you try to be in yoga, you try to be a yogi, you become a yogi. Then what happens? Girish. Mukta comes a little later. It is there in the list. Think. Mukta, you're right. Mukta is there, but Mukta comes another 2 steps later. We will call it Jivan Mukta. You become a Jivan Mukta, but not yet. Jivan Mukta ke pehle you need awakening. What do you have to become? Girish? Before Jivan Mukta, you need awakening. Now, what is that?
enlightenment
What is that person called?
liberated soul
What is that person called? Consciousness. Suvinay.
Sir, Atmagyani.
Atmagyani. Already we have covered Jnani. Already covered.
Sir, Jnani, he takes knowledge from outside to rekindle for this inner journey.
What is that? What is the Atmagyani called?
Self-aware and self-conscious.
What is that person called?
Enlightened.
What is that person called? Rekha Parwani.
I'm unmuted. You unmute me, AiR?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Is he called a Buddha? Enlightened one?
Correct. Step number 5, you become a Buddha. Step number 5, you become a Buddha. And before step number 7, Girish said Jivan Mukta, what do you need to do? Step 6. Girish, before becoming Jivan Mukta, what does a Buddha have to do? See, many people think Buddha means over. Buddha means, no. Buddha became Buddha only when he was sitting under the Bodhi tree and he became Buddha. Then his journey started. His journey did not finish with Buddha. His journey started after becoming Buddha. What did he do before he got Jivan Mukta? Before he became Jivan Mukta, what he did? Chidanand.
Instrument of the God.
Correct. But what is that? What instrument of God is throughout the process. Today we are giving you stages of spiritual metamorphosis. Mumukshu, Jigyasu, Jnani, Yogi, Buddha. Then, Chidanand?
Siddha.
That is?
Basically, he lives the enlightened life.
That
He becomes a Siddha
called,
or a Rishi or a...
What is that called? What is that called? You are giving a different term. Give another
Siddha.
term. Another term. Another term.
Sadhu, Sant.
Another term.
Chitta Pradnya, but Chitta Pradnya is a...
Correct. See, consciousness will get the answer. You have to be a Sthit Pragya before you jump to Jivan Mukta. Without being Sthit Pragya, you cannot become Jivan Mukta. Chidanand Master, understand? Agree or not?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
so
you cannot be Jivan Mukta unless you are a Siddha Pradnya. Otherwise, the afflictions of the world will always affect you.
So where have we reached now? We have reached Mumukshu, Jigyasu, Jnani, Yogi, Buddha, Siddha Pragya, Jivan Mukta. Girish is number 7 point, Girish. Jivan Mukta. Then what happens? Next, what happens? Atmatrai, Ashok Chotwani, are you putting your hand up? Yes, Ashok Chotwani. What happens after Jivan Mukta?
Actually, sir, I want to say 6 number. Shift kar gaya. That's why I raised the hand. Yeah.
Okay, but now we are looking what happens after Jivan Mukti. After you are Jivan Mukta, then what happens for your metamorphosis to be complete? All this you have learned, and today I have not given any answers. I have not given any answers. You have given all the answers. Have I given any answer? Kailash, are you talking of this question answer or some other question, Kailash?
Guruji, Shivam Guruji, the last stage that will be moksha.
Moksha comes at the moment of death. It is not part of this. You are right, but that is beyond this step. We are not going to the moksha comes after the love journey of life is over. We are not touching. You are right, Kailash. You are 100% right. But that is after this step, after the metamorphosis. Before moksha, what?
No idea. Sorry.
We have one more step at least, unless you have another step. Deepali. Samatma, try. Samatma. Samatma? Yes, Samatma, I will try. Ashok Nichani. You're not able to unmute Samatma. You don't have an answer. Not able to unmute. Try to unmute Samatma. And Ashok Nichani, please unmute. Samatma and Ashok Nichani. Yes, please, Samatma, Ashok Nichani.
Shivam Sarji.
Shivam. Please, Samatma also.
Enlightenment.
Arey, enlightenment to hai na, Ashok. What are the stages
after
of spiritual metamorphosis? We are talking about stages. We are talking about stages. You must first be mumukshu. Then you must be jigyasu. Then you must be jnani. Then you must be yogi. Then you must be a buddha. After being a buddha, you must be a sthit pragya. After being sthit pragya, you must be a jivan mukta. After becoming a jivan mukta,
you will be enlightened. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
After
then what
Jivan
state?
Mukta, enlightenment.
Then what? No, then what
achieved.
state will you be? Then what state will you be, Samatma? What state will you be? It's not able to unmute, or you're not able to unmute us. Samat is not able to unmute. Okay, type if you have the answer. Why is she not able to unmute? Okay, keep trying. Anybody?
Yogi? Yogi?
Yogi ho gaya na, Ashok.
Okay.
Yogi is mumukshu, jigyasu, jnani, yogi, buddha. Sthit pragya, jivan mukta. Sudip, what state will you reach, Sudip? Try, Sudip.
Sir, after Jivan Mukta, he just has to live with his prarabdha karma. But I'm
What is
not,
that state?
I
What is
cannot
that
tell the
state?
state, but that is what is left out because he has already
He
attained
will not
everything.
live. He will not live with prarabdha karma. After Jivan Mukta, he will go beyond prarabdha karma.
Okay.
What state?
No, then I'm not sure.
Shivoham, sir.
Shivoham? Yes, Samatma.
You have to be able to maintain that. I don't know the word, but you should be sure that you don't slip from that.
So what? So therefore, in what state must you be? You're right. In English, you are saying, therefore, in what state must you be?
Totally consciousness.
What's that state called? You know the answer. Don't go. Don't lose your muting. Keep yourself unmuted. Shire. Don't. And if you get the answer, Samatma, blurt it out. Shire.
Sat Chit Anand.
Absolutely. Sat Chit Anand Atma. You have to be in a state of Sat Chit Anand Atma. I'm giving you a new. I'm only adding one word to Shire. You have to. Wonderful. See, this is called consciousness. How Shire comes and gives the answer. Sat Chit Anand Atma. You have to be in a state of Sat Chit Anand Atma. Now, who will repeat all the 8 stages of spiritual metamorphosis? Who wants to repeat? Who wants to go? Because, see, this is a very deep subject. This may become a book. And I don't know, new people, Subhinay, Krishna, whether you are clear on the concept or it's anything not clear, because you should be 100% clear. Bliss, you understood the 8 terms or difficult to understand because not English? Difficult to understand, right? I will explain to you, Bliss. I will tell you, I will explain in each one in English to you, okay? But you can, so who would like to make a comment on this? We have got a new person on the call, Ashok Sardana. Unmute Ashok Sardana. Can you come on visual if possible, Ashok? Otherwise, please speak. Ashok Sardana. Yes, please. Ashok, are you able to unmute? Yes, please.
I have just joined. Hello.
Yes, please.
So you have I have just. I just listened your lecture before 15 minutes back, and earlier I was joined 2 times before that. No?
Okay, you understood? You understood the
yeah,
session?
Yeah, I understood. Yes, I have small understood. I think the last stage that is Atam Buddha, maybe, na? After moksha.
No, not after. Before reaching moksha, you reach a state of Sat Chit Anand. It is bliss in truth consciousness. Okay. Sat Chit Anand Atma. You live not after Jivan Mukta. Girish, you told Jivan Mukta. After Jivan Mukta, Girish, we become Sat Chit Anand Atma. Okay. So then, as a new terminology, today's only new one word new I'm adding. He already Satchidanand child told. I'm only adding one word. It is a Satchitanand Atma. You go beyond Jivan Mukta to live as a soul. You live as the soul in Satchit Anand. So, my dear Ashok, please join the calls more often so that you can be a part of this. This call is every day. You are new to the call, so please join every day at 8 o'clock. We have the call. Please join.
Definitely.
Shair, bolo Shair. Shair and Ashok Chotwani, and if anybody else wants to say anything else. And all of you who have understood would like to reiterate or question me, please question. Bolo Shair.
Mukshu.
Yes.
Mukshu, Jigyasu, Jnani.
Correct. Yes.
Yogi.
Yes.
Buddh.
Yes.
Prajna.
Yes.
Jivan Mukta. And
Yes.
Satchitananda Atma.
Fantastic. I am amazed. For Rajesh is knowing the answer 8 is amazing. Lovely. So as of now, I don't know if I have to write the book tomorrow, the book will be called The 8 Stages of a Spiritual Metamorphosis. The 8 stages to awaken a spiritual metamorphosis. How are you going to awaken a spiritual metamorphosis? Who's in line? Who's first? Ashok Chotwani, Rajinder, Lakshmi, Rekha Parwani. Ashok Chotwani.
So now we have got the systematically 8 stages. First one is Mumukshu.
Correct.
Second one is Jigyasu.
Correct.
Third one is Jnani.
Right.
Fourth one is Yogi.
Correct.
Fifth one is Buddha.
Yes.
Sixth one is Shit Pratyagya.
Correct.
Seventh one is Jivan Mukta.
Correct.
And eighth one is Satyajit Anand Atma. So we
Correct.
have learned systematically all the stages.
So Chotwani, the challenge is to make the theory into practical.
Yes.
If you don't make the theory into practical, now give me the answer, Ashok. If you don't make the theory into practical, in which stage will you be stuck?
I will be stuck in beginning also, sir. If
Which stage? Which stage? If you don't make it practical, which stage you will be stuck?
I can be stuck in anyone, sir.
No. Yes, Shair, bolo. Shair, which stage you will be stuck, Shair? In the he is already showing.
Third, Jnani.
Correct.
You know everything, but you don't do anything.
Correct. Today, Shair is in consciousness today. Our Shair is in. So, Ashok Chotwani, if you know everything, technically, you are a Jnani. But if you don't implement the Jnana, it's of no use. Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Muramatai. What is the use of learning everything? We have to go beyond Mumukshu, beyond Jigyasu, beyond Jnani, to a yogi, then to a Buddha, then to Chit Pragya, then to Jivan Mukta, then to Satchidanand Atma. This is the way to go forward. Yes, who's next? Rajinder, Lakshmi and Rekha.
Sir, number 1 is yearning mumukshta.
Correct.
Number 2 is Jigyasu, to ask a question for introspection.
Correct. Seeking. Very good. Correct.
Seeking. Number 3 is Jnani, means to attain knowledge.
Correct.
Where he gets it. Number 4, yogi, to be in practice, meditation, all that. Whatever
to be united, not only meditation, to be constantly in union.
Union with the Supreme. That is yogi.
Correct.
Number 5 is Buddha, that is enlightened person.
Correct. Awakened, enlightened. Good.
Number 6 is Siddhi Pragya, that means determination.
It means steady intellect. It means always being in state of intellect, not in mind.
Balanced intellect.
Correct. Steady intellect. Correct. Then
Jivan Mukta, free from the life vagaries. Jivan Mukta, free.
Mukt from samsara. Free from samsara. Free from people, free from pleasures, free from possessions.
Number 8 is Satchid Anand Atma. I had written only Satchid Anand, but you added Atma. That means that he will feel that everywhere is me, it is me, it is me.
Correct.
No second person.
Correct. Satchidanand Atma means living as a soul. in the bliss of truth consciousness, which
Yes.
means you are in eternal bliss. You are
Yes.
in ecstasy. You are in Anand. Which Anand? You are in which Anand? You are in Sat Chit Anand Atma.
Yes.
Good, Rajendra. Very good. I'm happy you captured it correctly, but I made some small corrections. I hope you will capture those corrections.
Okay.
Lakshmi and Rekha. Thank you, Rajan. Lakshmi, Rekha. Lakshmi, are you unmuting? Rekha. Give Rekha. Lakshmi will come on.
Shivoham, sir.
Yes, Lakshmi.
Sir, the first one is I must realize the truth.
No, you must yearn. You must have the deep yearning. You must have a deep passion for liberation, for the divine, for God, for happiness. It's a passion.
Okay, sir. I am ignorant.
Ignorance will come when you become a jnani. Step number 3, you overcome ignorance.
Okay, sir. I can be blissful forever.
If you reach Satchidanand Atma.
I must discover my purpose.
That is Jivan Mukta. That is also Buddha. When you are awakened and enlightened at stage number 5.
I am not this body.
That comes with jnani. That comes
I'm
with
not the mind and ego that keeps saying me.
Yeah, so you put all the points and you have to match which step it comes to. Rekha Parvani.
Shivam here.
Shivam, Rekha.
I wanted to ask this only when we are sthit pragya, what do we realize? But I got
No, wait, how did you get? What did you get? So please, what did you get? You be clear about it. First, after you finish being a mumukshu, a jigyasu, a jnani, a yogi, then you will become a Buddha. You will become awakened.
Enlightened.
The moment you are awakened or enlightened, then you have to live as a Buddha. You have to live with sthit pragya. And as you keep living with sthit pragya, you become liberated. You are jivan mukta, mukti. Then if you do not live with sthit pragya, if you are a slave of the mind, you will not get jivan mukti.
Yes.
Although you are enlightened, you will not get liberated.
Yes.
Step number 5 is enlightened. Step number 6 is intellectual success. Step number 7 is liberated. Jivan mukta is you are liberated when alive. Liberated when alive.
When alive.
And step number 8 is beyond that.
Yes.
You enjoy Sat Chit Anand as the Atma. After becoming a Jivan Mukta, you drop the Jiva. You become the Atma, and if you have become the Atma, you live in a state of Sat Chit Anand, which is called bliss in truth consciousness.
Yes.
I don't know how many of you have benefited by this session. I don't know how many of you, because this, I tell you, if you know these 8 steps, you don't need to go and read 100 books and read 100, follow 100 scriptures. No need. These 8 steps basically will lead to ISIS.
Yes.
These 8 stages will lead to I am a soul. Soul is SIP. I am SIP. SIP is in all. I've started writing the book today. Today, I started writing the book ISIS. I've already started the book. So that is the book of March. So my dear friends, see what I do when SIP gives me a flash. Today, we were discussing internally. I told Eru, you keep these 8 stages, we will not give any answer. They will give the answer. I didn't give any answer. I was only trying to guide you all to go in the right direction. It's a little bit jumbled, little bit here and there jumbled. But the group, I told you, this group is blessed. You think getting these 8 stages from the group is easy? You're thinking it's easy. So if you think it's easy for 8 stages to come out of the group, it is practically impossible. You go to anybody and ask them, give 8 stages of spiritual metamorphosis. Let me see, you go and ask in any group. This group is blessed. And different people will be given different time, they will be given the Kindle. And for that, you must be in consciousness. Like today, Shire is in consciousness. I think Shire gave 2 answers. If I'm not mistaken, who gave? Mumukshu who gave? Deep yearning. Mumukshu aapne diya shayad?
Atmatraya.
Atmatraya. And Atmatraya gave 2. Atmatraya gave Mumukshu and Jigyasu. Am I right? Atmatraya gave 2. And Shair also gave 2. Shair, aapne kitna diya? Satchidanand और कौन सा step दिया आपने? Yogi. Number बोलो. Number. Unmute. बुद्ध बोला. Unmute Shair.
Yogi, sir.
4, okay. So Atmatraya came with 2 points, Mumukshu and Jigyasu. Then Gyani, I think who gave Gyani? Bliko gave Gyata. Bliko came with the answer Gyata, which is Gyani. Then Shair came with Yogi. Then Buddh, who came with Buddh? I think Rekha Parvani, right? Rekha Parvani came with Buddh. Then Sthit Pragya Chidanand came. Chidanand came with Sthit Pragya. And 7, Girish came with Jivan Mukta. And 8, Shair came with Satchidanand. AiR came with Atma. Because AiR is Atma. So AiR came with the word Atma. Only one word I gave, Atma. My dear friends, absorb these 8 stages and try to see where you are. Are you lacking in Mumukshu? Are you lacking in Jigyasu? Are you lacking as a Jnani? Are you weak as a yogi? Have you reached the state of Buddha? Very important. That step 5 is Buddha. Have you reached that state of Buddha? Has the spark of light come on? Once you've reached that state of Buddha, many of you may have reached that state of Buddha, but you're still not using Sthit Pragya. Some of you are in that state of Buddha, but Sthit Pragya, not using intellect, not being in consciousness. Some of you are therefore, you have not reached Jivan Mukta. And once you finish all this, you become Satchidanand Atma. And as a Satchidanand Atma, you experience Ananda, Satchitananda, Satke Chit mein rehna hame, Mithya ko dur hame karna, Satya ke chit mein rehna hai. Ananda, Satchitananda. I hope that each of you will experience this divine bliss in truth consciousness.
No meeting on Friday.
Please remember, there is no call on Friday because of a Rotary meeting, but I will remind you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are meeting for us at 8, but Friday there is no call. Tomorrow we are meeting, but Friday I am available, but I'm doing a Rotary Zoom call. I will explain tomorrow to you. Thank you. See you tomorrow at 8.